Hello everyone. In the previous video, we integrated our AI agent with a file system MCP server that allowed us to basically write new files, read some files, list them out, move them around. In this video, I want to make another AI agent, and this time I want to turn it into a search engine. And this time I will be using the Brave search engine's API. In this video, that is what we'll be integrating. And so let me take you to the big screen and get started. So we have the repository, it's the same one, MCP/servers. In this, we have the Brave search over here, and we've been given some basic functionalities and some local search. Basically, if you want to search up some information for a particular city, it will give that. For general queries or articles, you can use the web search. It has a couple of more things that we may not be able to cover in this video, but we intend to basically cover web search at the very least. All right. So it has two tools. First is for web search, second is for local search. But we start off with getting the API key. But before we get there, you already know what we're working with. In the previous video, we worked with the npx version of this instead of the Docker version of it. And that's what we'll be implementing here as well. It's pretty simple to do so. And if you haven't seen the previous video where we've already done this for the first time, I suggest you go watch that. This will make understanding this video very, very easy. Now, let's get our API key. To get our API key, you simply have to go to this URL, brave.com/search/API. I've already listed it out in my README. This repository will be updated and it will be linked in the description below, so you can go check it out. Now, this API is basically what we have to integrate, right? So we'll start off by going with the free tier. I don't want you to spend a single rupee, a single US dollar, or any other currency that you spend money in. I don't want you to spend it. I want you to work for free when you're trying this out. So just go to get 2000 free queries and it'll ask you to enter your information. You enter that, it'll register you, send you some code on your email. You enter that, you log in, and you will come to this particular dashboard once you do. And you will see something like this, and you go to the subscription section of it. Here we have different tiers based on your requirement. You can choose what to buy. I have gone for the free one, which is what I suggest you start out with as well. It gives you 2000 requests per month, so that's decent. So we'll start off, it's good enough to start off with. And so basically, once you subscribe, it'll ask you to enter your credit card information as any subscription service does. So you do that, but it'll not charge you anything as long as you're within this quota. So don't worry about it. I consider it safe. As per my discretion, so subscribe to it. You can do it if you find it safe enough. All right. So that's it. Just a disclaimer from my end. I have subscribed it for the sake of this tutorial, so I'll move forward. I have my API key section over here. I've already created my API key. You can create it from over here, and you can just copy this from this button. You can go in, paste it in your environment variable. How have I pasted it? I have this example file. I have variable brave_API_key. I've pasted the real value that I've copied from there in my .env file, not in this example file, because it's a security threat to show it to you. All right. So I've done this. You should as well if you're coding along with me. And once that is done, you simply set your project up first. So setting up the project is pretty simple. We've been doing it for all these videos. You have to set up Google ADK, install Python for it. It should be 3.9 or higher. You should have Node.js or NPX if you want to integrate some MCP servers, because a lot of them are written in Node.js and sorry, JavaScript or TypeScript. So basically, you'll have your Node.js packages, and that's what you want Node.js and NPX for. You have to verify your installations. You already know how to in the previous video. You've learned it. Not going over it again. And what we've done now is just integrated our API key. All right, so this README is also, like I said, available. It will be linked in the description, and you can just go and check it out. So how do I set it up? Right now I'm just in my folder, and in this folder, I will start off by going to my original README, which is in the root directory. I have all the steps written out over here, how to set up an environment using this command, how to activate it, which is what I'll do now. Then I will install all the libraries that I need. If you're doing it for the first time, it will take a little bit longer for you. And I can start my server using this command, but I will not start my server just yet. First, I want to go over the code. The code is just this big, 25 lines, that's it. Once you set the project up, all you have to do is put 25 lines of code that look like this, and you are done. All you have to do is import some libraries, some modules from Google's ADK section. And then you have your OS library and .env libraries so that you can get your environment variables into this file. Then you simply create your root agent, specify a model. I'm using Gemini 2.0 Flash. You can name your agent whatever you want. I've named it search agent. I've given it a prompt. Now, this is a very generic prompt. Help the user search for various topics on the internet and perform a web search by default. Why not a local search? Because in my opinion, the local search hits more APIs in 1 second than the free tier allows me to. So the API may fail in that case. That is why I wanted to perform a web search by default, but it's still very generic. So it's very, very possible that the prompt may not translate very, very clearly. It may still make some errors, which we'll see in action in a bit. All right. So we have the tools, and we've done this very, very similarly to how we did in the previous video. We have used the MCP toolset, and we have given it the command npx. This time we install the server brave search library, and we also specify the environment because this time we are using an API, right? API needs API keys. So we're specifying this API key, and the value is being received from our environment file. All right, so that is how you do it. And I think that's pretty much all I want to do in terms of theory. We've done this many times over. I don't want to spend too much time here. I want to see this in action. I want to see how our search engine AI agent is working. So it's active on port 8000. If I go here, new tab, port 8000, I'll select our search agent, and I will ask it to list the top 10 pizza places in New Delhi. Now I say New Delhi because I've been there, and well, I'll know if it is actually top 10. It performs a local search by default. This is what I was talking about a couple of minutes ago. And I'm sorry in case there is a bit of an audio issue. There is a literal storm going on outside. Now this is basically giving us an error. Now what is that error? It will be logged somewhere over here. And it says over here that API returned an error that I have exceeded the rate limit. All right. And so what I will do is ask it to perform a web search instead. Now you can make your prompt more and more specific so that it does it automatically. Right now it's taking the command, doing it, and it has given me a list. Top pizza places in Delhi. Leo's is pretty good. The Sushi is good. Eve is pretty good. And Napoli, I've never been there. I'm sorry. And it is also giving me some more information that okay, I can visit these websites to get some more information. So it is basically getting this information from the internet right now. So give me the links from where you got this data. So let's see if it is able to provide me the links. I want to just test the limitations. Okay, so it has all these links as well. So it has these links, and that's pretty much all there is I need to do to prove that, well, it is taking information from the internet. And if I go to this link over here, the link also works. So it is working pretty much how I would want it to. But just be a little careful because sometimes the information may be outdated, the links may be broken. That's just a caveat for you. But in this case, it is working, so I'm happy. So what I want to do next is ask my agent to tell me the price of Google Pixel 9 Pro. It's a pretty good phone from what I hear, and it's performing a web search by default now because it is not related to some local information, and it's basically giving me different information, and based on the variant also, it is telling me that this website has some listings, and it's saying that some website mentions it, but give me some price listings. Let's see how accurate can I make it. So another web search. Okay, so that's a better result now. This website says that it's for this much, and a refurbished, it's also giving me a refurbished Pixel 9 Pro's price. And Okay, that's pretty good for me, except I want to get the price in Indian rupees. I don't want to find out how much it costs in America. So tell me the price of Google Pixel 9 Pro in India. Let's see how well it can accommodate Indian markets as well. All right, so different websites, this Chroma, Bajaj Finserv, Reliance Digital. The prices seem pretty much what the market price is right now, and I think that's pretty decent for me. Um, if you want to accumulate this information, you can specify it in your prompt, format it in a certain way, like I did in my video where I gathered news from Reddit and formatted it, and then of course exported it as a document. You can do that as well. And this is just the bare bones search engine. You can be more and more creative with it, completely up to you, and just go crazy with it. And that's all I wanted to show you in this video. If there is a crazy use case that you want to implement, feel free to do so and drop it in the comments. I would love to see what you come up with, and I will see you in the next video where we build something cool. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned.